Good evening, happy Monday. Welcome to Harlingen High School South. It is Bird Bowl, it is baseball time in Texas. Just moments away from first pitch between the Harlingen Cardinals and the Harlingen South Hawks. This game available on Real Sports Live via Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Roku TV. Ruben Rodriguez on the call. Joining me alongside is Eddie Eduardo. Always a pleasure to work with him. On the mound for the Hawks is going to be John Adam Bustamante. The first hitter he faces is Thomas Lissy, the shortstop, followed by the second baseman Jacob Marroquin and the catcher Jeremy Cavazos. Harlingen South sitting with an 11-3 record, while the Harlingen Cardinals 7-6. Attempt to not only get bragging rights tonight, but also a higher seeding in the District 32 6A. The first of two meetings between these two teams. It is going to be a great one here. Leading off, Tomas Lissy. Let's look at the starting lineup. How they line up defensively for the Harlingen South Hawks. Bustamante will be on the mound for the Hawks. Catching for Bustamante is going to be Matt Flores. At first base, it's going to be Matt Heap. Kenji Reeser, excuse me. At second base, Fernando Monterrey. At shortstop, Ethan Garcia. At third base, Chase Roberts. The outfield consists of left fielder Ozzy Herrera, center fielder Jacob Carrion, and Xander Cáceres at right fielder. Just waiting for the final instructions and the final call from the blue as we are just moments away. I am excited here. I'm hyped. Played in this game a few years ago. Represented my school. Now it is an honor to be calling it from this side of the mic.
The batter number 17, the shortstop, Thomas Lissy.
Fans getting to their seats still to this 6:30 start. A beautiful Monday evening here. Partly cloudy, wind blowing in. Leading off for the Cardinals is going to be Thomas Lissy, the shortstop. The first pitcher Bustamante will face today. Umpire gives his instructions. The two most famous words in baseball: play ball, and we're almost underway. Bustamante awaits his sign. First pitch on the way. Goes in the outside corner for a strike. 1-0 count, 0-1 count on Lissy. Harlingen South 11-3, looking to make it 12-3 tonight. Swing and a miss for a strike. 0-2 count on Lissy. Jacob Marroquin, the second baseman, on deck for the Cardinals here in this top of the first. And Lissy's going to step out of the box for a bit, catch a breather. The rest of the lineup for the Cardinals: Jeremy Cavazos will be after Jacob Marroquin. First baseman Angel Ortiz will be batting fourth. Ethan Cepeda, the third baseman, batting fifth. Bustamante waits his sign as Lissy steps back into the box. Pitch on the way. Just misses the zone for a 1-2 count. Hunter Rodriguez will be batting sixth at left field. Ricky Montelongo, who's on the mound today for the Cardinals, will be batting seventh. Gabriel Gonzalez, the right fielder, will be batting eighth. And Ruben Garcia, the center fielder, will round up the lineup. Bustamante waits his pitch. Pitch on the way. Hit down the middle. Fielded by Monterrey, who's going to turn it for first. And that's going to be the first out. Correction, that's going to be Matt Heap. It's going to be Matthew Heap. A little switch of Matthew Heap is going to be at second base. Fernando Monterrey will be at first, but nevertheless, that is the first out of the inning. So one away here in the top of the first as Jacob Marroquin will now be coming in to bat for the Cardinals. Shot goes foul down the left field line. 0-1 count now on Marroquin. Nice crowd on hand here at Harlingen High School South. Both schools showing in full force to rally their teams. The first meeting between these two teams in 2 years. Last season, the season was cut short for obvious reasons which we will not mention, but it's been, I think, 1 year is long enough. So here, shot going to be going on foul. The last time these two teams met was in April of 2019, where Harlingen was on the winning side 5-0 over the Hawks. Speaking to both Gracia and Coach Gracia and Rangel, both teams are looking to make a statement as it is the first time they do face each other. A lot of changes then and now. Players have changed. Players come and lost. But the mission is just simple. Get the W. It's foul again. 0-2 count. Oh, 2 count out here on Marroquin. Bustamante awaits his sign. Jeremy Cavazos, the catcher, on deck for the Cardinals. Pitch on the way. In the dirt for a ball. Makes the count 1-2. Last week was the Bird Bowl for softball, which the Harlingen South did emerge victorious. My good friend Kevin Nato did have to call on that one. Kevin, if you're watching, good to see you, buddy. Bustamante's pitch on the way. Be popped up, fouled back. Count remains 1-2 as Marroquin keeps battling, trying to keep his at-bat in the inning alive and avoid a second out. One-two count now on Marroquin. Bustamante waits his sign. His pitch on the way. Be sliced back and foul into the net. Bustamante awaits his sign. 1-2 count on Marroquin. Pitch on the way. Be popped up, back, fouled. Hopefully someone's car didn't get hit. One-two count remains on Marroquin, who's been popping back foul the last 3 pitches, battling and keeping his at-bat alive. Pitch on the way. Hit down the middle, fielded by Garcia. He's going to get past Garcia for a hit. And Marroquin, after a long at-bat, gets a single and gets things going for the Cardinals. Garcia, who had a hold on that one, just got past him. If you take another look at on the right hand of your screen, Bustamante's pitch going for a strike. Marroquin just sits down the middle. Could have been fielded by Garcia, but just got past him. And one runner on base here for the Cardinals. For Jeremy Cavazos, the catcher, he will be catching for Montelongo tonight, who is on the mound today. Tell your loved ones, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your family. If you're not tuning into this game, tune in now on Real Sports Live, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Roku TV. Bustamante's pitch on the way. Just misses the zone for a ball. Some of the South faithful are having a little disagreement. But as in baseball, we all know the umpire's word is the final call. 1-0 count here on Cavazos. Bustamante keeping an eye on Marroquin at first. Pitch on the way. High and inside for a ball. 2-0 count. Angel Ortiz, the first baseman, is on deck for the Cardinals. As I said earlier, but this is the first meeting in 2 years, so it is a big one. As not only bragging rights are on the line, but also high seating in District 32 6A. Bustamante's pitch on the way. 2-0 count on Cavazos. Be popped up the middle. And Jacob Carrion is going to reel it in center field for the second out. His brother Dylan in the stands next to him, cheering his little brother on. As that is the second out of the inning, Jacob Carrion reels that one in. Let's take another look at that one for you on the right hand of your screen, right side hand of your screen. Cavazos shot took a while for Carrion to track it, but he reels it in. Might have lost it in the sunlight. There's a little bit of sunlight going on here, peeking through the clouds. as Angel Ortiz, the first baseman, stepping in. Marroquin, the lone runner on base here, on first base for the Cardinals. Bustamante's pitch on the way. Just misses the zone high and inside for a ball, 1-0 count. Bustamante peeking at first, watching Marroquin closely. Pitch on the way, runner going. Beep shot up. Gonna get the gap. It gets past Herrera. Marroquin rounding third. And Harlingen High will strike blood here. And they will crack things open in the top of the first for the Cardinals as Angel Ortiz with the pop-up to left center just got past Ozzy Herrera. And he opens up with an RBI double and adds the score here. Take a look at that replay view. That shot just shot up, just got past Herrera. And now Harlingen South with a 1-0 lead.
Sorry, number 9.
So you have Angel Ortiz, the first baseman. That's Ethan Cepeda, excuse me, number 9. That one goes in the dirt for a ball. Angel Ortiz, the lone runner on second base with an RBI double. Gets things going here for the Cardinals. As Bustamante trying to get the Hawks out of this top of the first. Gone a little longer than usual, longer than planned here for the Hawks. Watching Ortiz, pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike, evens up the count at 1-1. Hunter Rodriguez, the left fielder, on deck for the Cardinals. The Harlingen faithful showing up in full force to rally their team, as this matchup was long overdue. Bustamante's pitch on the way, going to be popped up and fouled, ripped back. 1-2 count now on Cepeda.
You got him, John. Let's go, E.
1-2 count here on Cepeda, excuse me. Bustamante trying to get South out of the inning. Awaits his sign. Ortiz taking the lead off second. Bustamante not taking his eye off him one bit. Pitch on the way. And just missed the zone. Makes the count 2-2. Two and 2 count here on Cepeda. I cover Harlingen in their home opener, knocking off a top-seeded Mac High in comeback fashion, 3-2. I have the call on that one. Bustamante's pitch on the way, just high. Now a full count on Cepeda. 3-2 is the count. The Harlingen Cardinal fans, making some noise, rallying behind Cepeda to get him through the full count. Full count now. Bustamante's pitch on the way. Just misses high and inside for a ball. Runners on first and second for the Cardinals, now bringing the left fielder Hunter Rodriguez.
The batter, number 10. The left fielder, Hunter Rodriguez.
Another run in scoring position in the form of Angel Ortiz. Joining him is at first base Ethan Cepeda, who just got walked by Bustamante. Bustamante looking to get the final out in his first strikeout of the night. Pitch on the way, he's going to throw back. And they're going to pick off Ortiz. Bustamante showing his high IQ and picks off Ortiz at second base. And that's going to take us to the bottom of the first. But Harlingen strikes first with a 1-0 lead. Can South capitalize? You're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first from Harlingen High School South. Ruben Rodriguez on the call. If you're just tuning in, Harlingen strikes first with an RBI double by Angel Ortiz. Now Harlingen South looking to fight back here and strike back. John Adam Bustamante, who's on the mound, will be leading off for the Hawks, followed by Jacob Carrion, the center fielder. Chase Roberts, the third baseman, will be batting third, and in the hole, batting cleanup, Ethan Garcia, the shortstop. Batting fifth, Xander Casares, the right fielder. Batting sixth, first baseman Fernando Monterrey. Batting seventh, the catcher Matthew Flores. Batting eighth at second base, Matt Heap. And rounding it off, it's going to be Ozzy Deda, who is at the field. A great crowd and an awesome and an amazing environment here as this matchup is long overdue. And it is a great one here. So on the mound for the Cardinals, Ricky Montelongo. Harlingen coming off a victory on Friday at the Mac High tournament, while Harlingen High is on a comeback. Is looking to bounce back after a loss on Friday against the Roma Gladiators. That one was on Real Sports Live. We thank you for tuning in once again on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Roku TV. I have the call. I'd like to give a shout out to former Hawk player and Real Sports Live analyst Reeve Reyna. Reeve, who's right now in Florida. Reeve, if you're watching, a big hug and a what's up, brother, and I can't wait to see you soon, man. Get home safe and hope you enjoyed the game tonight. As I did learn a lot of things from you. You taught me how to call the game, picked up some of your things while shadowing you. Reyna was one of the first people I shadowed, but nonetheless, here is my turn to call here as we have John Adam Bustamante leading off for the Hawks. In the bottom of the first. Montelongo's pitch on the way. Bustamante rips it to left center. And Gabriel Gonzalez, call 911. He just robbed the hit off Bustamante, turning on the Jets in full extent to get and reel that one in for the first out of the bottom of the second. Bustamante, a well-hit shot to center, but Gabriel Gonzalez showing his speed and just picks it off and steals it and avoids a hit. And now the first out away here for the Hawks. Now Jacob Carrion, the center fielder. Carrion, whose older brother Dylan is watching next to us. DeLongo's first pitch. In the zone for a strike. Catches Carrion looking 0-1 count.
Jacob.
0-1 count on Carrion. Montelongo's pitch on the way. In the zone for another strike. 0-2 count. Montelongo hitting the target. Going dead center on that one. Montelongo's pitch on the way. Just misses for a ball here, 1-2 count. As that one was just the outside corner, just a bit too high. Chase Roberts, the third baseman, on deck here for the Hawks. Pitch on the way. And Carrion shows the strength and rips it foul down the right field line. Count remains 1-2. One, 2 count on Carrion. Montelongo looking for out number 2. His pitch on the way. Carrion with the shot to right. And it's going to be reeled in by Gabriel Gonzalez, the right fielder. Excuse me, a little correction. Ruben Garcia made the first out. That's 2 outs here for the Hawks. Excuse me. Now Chase Roberts, the third baseman. When he's not at third base, he's on the mound, and he is an ace. I did get the privilege to cover him at the MAC High tournament a few weeks ago, and he did show what he can do by ripping a single home, an RBI home run against Raymondville. Pitch on the way. High for a ball, 1-0 count. Ethan Garcia, the shortstop, on deck for the Hawks. Pitch on the way. Just misses the zone for a ball, low and outside, 2-0 count. Two-0 count against Roberts. Montelongo gets his sign and his pitch is on the way. In the dirt for a ball, 3-0 count. Roberts is ahead. The Harlingen South dugout rallying behind Roberts because he's making some noise. Pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike, 3-1 count. The number 3-1, very infamous in sports as we know. Pitch on the way. And Roberts is going to watch it and takes a trip to first base. As that one just low and outside for a ball. Ball number 4, and that's going to make Chase Roberts at first base. Now Ethan Garcia, the shortstop, comes in. Garcia trying to bring in Roberts. So last time we had a runner on base in this game, Angel Ortiz hit an RBI double. Let's see if Ethan Garcia can repeat that performance. Montelongo keeping a close eye on Roberts. And Garcia's going to pop it back, fouled, 0-1 count. Montelongo awaits his sign from Cavazos. Pitch on the way. Just misses the zone for a strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. Roberts, the lone runner for South here at first base. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Excuse me. Garcia trying to keep the inning alive. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. Count goes 1-2. As Garcia down to his potential final strike of the inning. Montelongo's pitch on the way. Garcia with a shot to left center. And Ruben Garcia is going to reel it in for the third and final out. And at the end of 1, Harlingen remains with a 1-0 lead as we step away for a few moments. We have the top of the second coming your way. You're watching Real Sports Live.
For the Hawks and the
On quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibadas, try a Texas-sized cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles.
Welcome back to the top of the second here. Harlingen Cardinals holding on to a 1-0 lead over the Hawks. You're wondering how that happened here. Angel Ortiz hit an RBI double and brought in Jacob Marroquin, and that broke up into scoring. Now Bustamante looking to bounce back and make a shorter top of the second as his first pitch goes on the way. Just high and inside for a ball. As that's Hunter Rodriguez, the left fielder. Pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. Bustamante waits his sign. His pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1-2 the count now on Rodriguez. Ricky Montelongo, who is on the mound currently, is on deck here for the Cardinals. First pitch on the way. Hit but foul down the left field line. Count remains 1-2. Bustamante awaits his sign. 1-2 count. His pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike, and that's the first out. And Bustamante with his first strikeout of the night.
The batter, number 13, the pitcher, Ricky Montelongo.
We take a look at that one for you down on the right side of your screen. Now Ricky Montelongo here, who is on the mound today. A pitcher versus pitcher battle here between pitcher and batter. Bustamante ahead with the strikeout count with one on the day so far. Trying to make it 2 against Montelongo. Waits his sign. His pitch on the way. Ripped foul down left field. 0-1 count on Montelongo. Gabriel Gonzalez, the right fielder, on deck. Bustamante awaits his sign. The pitch is on the way. High and outside for a ball. Evens up the count at 1-1. So as Montelongo stepped out of the box, he steps back in, takes a quick breather. Count remains 1-1 against him. Pitch on the way. Shot down center. Gadion going to track it down, and he reels it in for out number 2.
The batter number 8, the right fielder.
Gadion having to cover a lot of ground. Take a look at that replay on the right side of your screen. Pitch is on the way. Gadion just following the curve off that ball and reels it in for out number 2. As Gabriel Gonzalez, the right fielder, steps in. Just high for a ball, 1-0 count. Pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike, evens up the count at 1-1. Trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. It's Bustamante with 1 strikeout on the day. Pitch on the way. Just misses for the zone. 2 to bid inside. 2-1 count. On Gonzalez, Ruben Garcia, the center fielder, on deck for the Cardinals. Top of the first, 2 outs, no runners on base. Bustamante's pitch comes on the way. Just outside, 3-1 count, the number 3-1 infamous. Samante's pitch on the way. Finds the zone for a strike. Full count now. Now a pitch that can make or break Bustamante or Gonzalez. 2 outs in the top of the second. No runners on. Bustamante waits his sign and he gets it. Payoff pitch on the way. And that's going to get a piece of Gonzalez. He's going to take a trip to first. Now Ruben Garcia, the center fielder, comes in here for the Cardinals.
The center fielder, Ruben Garcia.
Bustamante trying to avoid another jam here. Had a bit of the jam at the top of the first. Bustamante's pitch. Keeps an eye on Gonzalez. Pitch on the way. It's going to be bunted by Garcia. Bustamante going to feel it. Oh! And it's going to get a piece of Garcia. Gonzalez is rounding third. And that brings in another run for the Cardinals. As Bustamante got to that one and tried to pick off Garcia at first. He got a piece of Garcia as he was on his way to the bag. And now 1 runner comes in for the Cardinals and Harlingen up by 2.
Thomas Lissy.
So back to the top of the lineup with Thomas Lissy. And now a little meeting at the mound here. Bustamante and company trying to rally him out here, trying to get him through the inning. As play resumes here for Thomas Lissy. The top of the lineup and the shortstop for the Cardinals. The breeze coming in here from the south. Bustamante's pitch count is at 38. Oantalongo sits with an even 15. Bustamante awaits his sign, keeping an eye on Garcia at first. Pitch on the way. Just missed the zone high and outside for a ball. 1-0 count. Both sides making noise, rallying behind their pitchers and hitter. Bustamante keeping an eye on Garcia at first. Pitch on the way, runner going. And Flores won't get a hold of that one as Garcia moves on to second with a stolen base. So as Flores couldn't release that one. Now a 1-1 count here on Lissy as a runner in second. The last time a runner was at second, Bustamante picked him off route number 3 in the top. Pitch on the way. High and outside for a ball. 2-1 count.
Let's go, T.
Bustamante, 2-1 count on Lissy. His pitch on the way. Just misses. 3-1 count. Now another danger, runner on base in danger here. As Bustamante trying to get him out of the jam. Pitch on the way. Pitch goes in for a strike. Full count now on Lissy. Bustamante able to get him out of here. Trying to rally and find something out here as he awaits his sign. Bustamante sets. Payoff pitch on the way. And it's going to be high and outside for a ball. Now runners at first and second for the Cardinals as Lissy takes a trip to first.
The batter number 15, the second baseman.
Now Jacob Marroquin. Marroquin, who was on second base, got brought in by RBI double by Ortiz. Now a meeting at the mounds. We're going to step away for a few moments. You're watching Real Sports Live.
It's all here, organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
Welcome back here to the top of the second. Runner going. Flores is going to throw the third to Roberts, and he's going to pick off Garcia. And that's going to retire the side at the top of the second. But Harlingen strikes back and adds another run to the score. Harlingen up 2-0. We back to the top of the second. You're watching Real Sports Live.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito.
Welcome back to the bottom of the second, where the Cardinals leading with a 2-0 lead over the Hawks. As we take a look how the top of the second ended. Garcia tried to take a quick lead off second, and Matt Flores, the catch for South, catches him in the act and throws them out. Let's take a look at that replay for you on the right side of your screen. As he's going, Flores stops a bit, checks, and he finds Garcia and picks him off at third with Roberts. That's how the top of the second ended. Now Xander Gossett is here, the right fielder for South, stepping in and leading off in the bottom of the second. As both players are going to take a quick breather. They want the Longos pitch on the way. Just outside for a ball, 1-0 count. I was about to say strike. Shot's going to rip back foul. Makes the count 1-1. Fernando Monterrey, the first baseman on deck for the Hawks. As Cáceres is trying to get things going here in the bottom of the second. Get the rally going for the Hawks early in the game. With the Longos pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a ball in the dirt. 1-2 count. 32-6A. A district full of perennial contenders. Weslaco, Harlingen South, San Benito. Pitch is on the way. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. And Cáceres is going to go down swinging. That's going to be the first strikeout of the night for Montelongo. And that's going to be one away here. Now Fernando Monterrey, the first baseman, comes in. Here in the bottom of the second. Pitch on the way, goes in for a strike. As we take a look at the pitch count between both players, Montelongo with 20 pitches, while Bustamante sits with 45. High and outside for a ball, evens up the count at 1-1. Harlingen trying to keep the Hawks at bay, while Harlingen South looking to strike back and start the rally going. Pitch on the way. It's be a pop-up in the infield by Monterrey. And Cepeda's going to reel it in for an infield fly for the second out of the inning. Now 2 away here in the bottom of the second.
The batter number 4, the catcher, Matt Flores.
Matt Flores, the catcher, coming in the bat here for the Hawks. Flores had a nice play to close out the top of the second, picking off Ruben Garcia at third base. We thank you for tuning in on Real Sports Live, available via Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Roku TV. Ruben Rodriguez on the call, joining me alongside Eddie Eduardo, always giving me a great view on the camera feed. Always a pleasure to work with him. As Matt Flores steps in here for the Hawks. The longest pitch on the way, outside for a ball, 1-0 count. Harlingen South here trying to get the rally going. Said earlier in the broadcast, the first time these two teams faced off in 2 years, the last time they faced off was in April of 2019, as he goes swinging for a strike, 1-1 the count. As I was saying, last time these both teams met was in April 2019. Harlingen High was on the winning side of that, 5-0. Pitch on the way. Just misses the zone for a ball, 2-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. Count even up at 2-2. And Flores is down to his final strike. Montelongo looking on getting strikeout number 2. While Flores is trying to stay alive here to keep the inning going in the bottom of the second. Montelongo's pitch on the way. Shot foul. Looks to be down left field and it's going to roll foul. I stumbled on that one, but I must have some future sight or something because I don't know how I called that one right, but. So Flores stays alive with the 2-2 count here as that one just goes foul down the left field line. Pitch on the way by Montelongo. High and outside for a ball. Count stays 3-2, a full count. Now Flores down to his final pitch of the inning as he attempts to keep the inning alive. Montelongo waits his sign by Cavazos. He gets it. Payoff pitch on the way. Just misses for a ball high and outside. Now Flores will be on base for the Hawks.
The batter number 32, the designated hitter, Kenji Reeser.
Now Kenji Reeser DHing for Matt Heap. Reeser also a pitcher on this Harlingen South squad. His older brother Nicholas, a standout defensively a few years ago here. So Kenji Reeser steps in here to bat. As Flores stayed alive on a full count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. 0-1 count on Reeser. As Montelongo is working on strikeout number 2 of the night while Bustamante sits with 1. The pitch count. Montelongo has 15 pitches less than Bustamante. Pitch on the way by Montelongo. Outside for a ball. 1-1 evens up the count. Montelongo getting his sign by Cavazos. Ozzy, the other left fielder, is on deck for South. Pitch on the way by Montelongo. And Reeser's going to get a piece of that, and it's going to go foul. 1-2 the count now. Now Reeser down to his final strike. As he attempts to keep the inning alive here for the Hawks in the bottom of the second. Plenty of ball game to go, but Harlingen holding on to a 2-0 lead. Harlingen South looking for a rally back. Florida's the lone runner for South on first base. So Montelongo steps back onto the mound. He awaits his sign. Keeping an eye on Flores at first base. Pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike. And he catches Kenji Reeser looking. That's going to be the second strikeout. And the final out of the bottom of the second as we step away. The top of the third coming your way. Harlingen coming to bat. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Collectibles and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And he throws it down.
Welcome back to the top of the third. Rodriguez Real Sports Live as Harlingen holding on to a 2-0 lead. As Jacob Marroquin, the second baseman, steps up the bat for the Hawks and leads it off. A shot down the middle. Garcia's going to field it. It's going to turn it to one. And off the glove of Monterrey. As Marroquin is on base here with a single. And that's going to go as an error against Harlingen South, the second on the day. But a heck of a play by Garcia to track it and stop it. Take a look at that replay for you. Shot hit down the middle. Garcia fielding it just to throw a bit too high. As Jeremy Cavazos, the catcher, steps in. Pitch on the way. Pitch a bit high. Ball one. Bustamante awaits his sign. 1-0 count on Cavazos. Pitch on the way. Marroquin going. Flores is going to throw back to first. And Marroquin is going to make it safely to second. As that pitch is a bit low, but kudos to Fernando Monterrey who stops it and keeps it from any damage going further. As Marroquin moves to second. As a 2-0 count here on Cavazos. A shift in the defense. In the dirt here for a ball. 3-0 count on Cavazos. Angel Ortiz, the first baseman, on deck. The last time he was at bat, an RBI double occurred. Pitch on the way. Just low for a ball. 4-0 count. Now runners at first and second for the Cardinals. As the first baseman, Angel Ortiz, steps up to bat.
Angel Ortiz. Running at first base for the Cardinals, number 1, Diego Adame.
Diego Adame, the pinch runner here. As Ortiz steps up to bat, runners at first and second. Ortiz in a bunt situation. Pitch on the way. Gets a bunt off it. Flores is going to track it down. And it goes over the head of Heat. One runner coming in. Now runners at second and third, and Harlingen South adds to the lead 3-0. 3 errors on the day for the Hawks. And Harlingen South losing control of this game quickly.
The batter number 9, the third
Now third baseman Ethan Cepeda steps in the bat. With no outs here, Bustamante trying to get his team back together, trying to close out this inning. Runners at second and third for the Cardinals. Adame at third and Ortiz at second. Pitch on the way. Just high for a ball. 1-0 count. As that's Ethan Cepeda who is on at bat here for the Cardinals, while Hunter Rodriguez, the left fielder, is on deck. Pop up down the right field. And Casares, who covers a lot of ground and reels it in for the first out.
The batter number 10.
Now one away,
Hunter Rodriguez.
and no one decides to take a run for it. As Hunter Rodriguez, the left fielder, steps in. As Rodriguez is going to have a quick meeting with Coach Rangel. Try to get you some scores going on around the valley. Right now we have Westlaco at San Benito. It's in 32-6A softball. Westlaco High trying to knock off San Benito with the 5-0 lead in the top of the third. Kevin Nato has the call on that one. Samanta's pitch on the way, goes outside for a ball, 1-0 count. One 0 count against Rodriguez. Just misses for a 2-0 count. Brownsville Rivera taking on San Benito in some baseball over there across the arroyo in San Benito. Rivera holding on to a 4-0 lead over San Benito in the top of the third. That one also on Real Sports Live. Pitch on the way. Outside for a ball, 3-0 count. Now in danger of having the bases loaded. So we have a score update as Rivera had just added another score, making it 5-0 over San Benito. Pitch on the way. Outside for a ball. Rodriguez is going to watch that one get past him as Ricky Montelongo now steps back with the bases loaded. And Coach Gracia and company are going to have a meeting with Bustamante at the mound. We're going to step away for a few moments. You're watching Real Sports Live.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Welcome back here to the top of the third from Harlingen South. We have a pitching change for the Hawks as Chase Roberts, the junior, who is currently at third base, is now stepping in here to pitch and taking his warm-ups. As we're going to step away for a few moments as he warms up, we're watching Real Sports Live.
Experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit HCISD.
So defensive change here for the Harlingen South Hawks as Bustamante's day is done now. Chase Roberts, the junior who is at third base, now pitching for the Hawks. Bustamante will go to second base while Matthew Heat moves to third. Montelongo here stepping up to bat. Roberts' first pitch for a strike. As Bustamante is now at second base and Heat goes to third base. While Roberts moves on to pitcher. Runner's going to go, but they're going to hold back as that second pitch goes for a strike. So one more time, defensive changes for the Hawks as Bustamante is moving on to second base while Matthew Heap has moved on to third base. And now replacing Bustamante, Chase Roberts. Chase Roberts' older brother Chad is currently in the Coast Guard watching across the country. But we thank you for tuning in, Chad, and a big hug from your family and friends here at Real Sports Live. 0-2 count. Roberts' pitch on the way. Hit down the middle. Garcia's going to field it. Turns it for one. And for two for the double play. Oh, mercy! So Harlingen South gets out of the jam. Montelongo's shot goes to Garcia, who turns it to two. And then for one for a double play. And that's going to take us to the bottom of the third with Harlingen South answering back. You're watching Real Sports Live.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here.
Welcome back to the bottom of the third, where Ozzy Herrera will be leading off for the Hawks as we take a look one more time at how Harlingen South got out of the jam. Right side of your screen, the hit goes Chase Roberts, who comes in to pitch for Bustamante. Montelongo's pitch goes to Garcia, who turns it to Bustamante for one, and back to Monterrey at first base for a double play. Now Harlingen South looking to answer back as that first pitch goes low for a ball against Herrera. Harlingen South here showing some signs of life defensively to see if we can awaken the bats. In the bottom of the third, as I said, plenty of ball game left, and if the game of baseball has taught us anything, it's not over till the final out. And it did a shot to left, and that's going to be a single. And as I am speaking, Ozzy Herrera with a single here to lead it off for the Hawks. On the second pitch he faces, he swings and he gets a hold of that one. Let's get a look at that replay for you on the left field, on the left side of your screen. Montelongo just awaited the sign, and Herrera just takes a shot at it, and he finds it at left. Now Jonathan Bustamante, the second baseman here for the Hawks. Montelongo's pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. 0-1 count on Bustamante. Jacob Clarion on deck for the Hawks, the center fielder, the speedy center fielder. As the sun starts to set, things are just slowly starting to heat up here as that one goes for a ball. Count evened up at 1-1 against Monterrey. A beautiful night here on a Monday night here from Harlingen High School South. Couldn't ask for a better night. As a 1-1 count on Bustamante. Montelongo gets his sign. Pitch on the way. And a shot down right, opposite. Dropping for a single. Herrera rounding second. And Herrera's going to stay put at third. Now runners at second and third. And runner goes. He gets past him. Play at the plate. And Herrera comes in. Ozzy Herrera comes in from first base off an RBI double by John Adam Bustamante. Bustamante bounces off a 1-1 count, takes a shot to right, goes opposite, and that's an RBI double here for the Hawks, and Hawks are back into the game. Let's get a look at that replay. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at that replay on the right side of your screen. Shot just goes. And Bustamante and Herrera stays put at third, but the throw just gets past Cepeda, and Herrera just takes his chance and makes it first safely and gets the first run of the game for the Hawks. Now a runner at second here as Bustamante, who just hit the RBI double, is at second base. Now Harlingen is going to have a meeting with Montelongo at the mound. We're going to step away for a few moments. Things are just getting good here. You're watching Real Sports Live at the bottom of the third, Harlingen 3, Harlingen South up. We'll be back.
To have the vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Welcome back here off a quick break where Jacob Carrion now stepping in here for the Hawks. No outs. Harlingen South just showing some signs of life as Bustamante with an RBI double. Brings in Herrera from first base. Now Jacob Carrion looking to repeat the performance. Pitch on the way. It's going to be a bump by Carrion. It's going to get in. Carrion's going to get there. And he makes it out, and he's going to get picked out. As Angel Ortiz just gets in front to stop it, but the runners will move up, and a sacrifice run as Bustamante moves up to third. Now Chase Roberts, who is on the mound now here for the Hawks, replacing John Adam Bustamante. In this first pitch, he throws 2 straight strikes to Montelongo, who then grounds out for a double play to retire the side at the top of the third. Now let's see what Roberts can do. Pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike. 0-1 count against Roberts. Bustamante, the lone runner for South at third base in scoring position. Roberts, the tying run. Ethan Garcia, the shortstop, on deck for the Hawks. Pitch on the way. And Roberts going to pop it up. And Garcia's going to track it down for out number 2. Runner goes. And Roberts with a sacrifice fly out brings in Bustamante, and now they cut the lead down to 1.
Number 27, the shortstop, Ethan Garcia.
Now the bases are clear as the runner comes in for South. Ethan Garcia. Bottom of the third, 2 outs here for Ethan Garcia as Chase Roberts is brought back with an RBI with the sacrifice fly. Brings in the runners. Tripping over my words, this game's just getting good. Pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike. Garcia now gets a hold of that one, 0-1 count. Montelongo waits his sign and gets it. Pitch on the way, 0-1 count on Garcia. In the zone for a strike. Garcia checks his swing, but Just still falls into zone, an 0-2 count. Now Garcia down to his final strike. Xander Cáceres, the speedy right fielder, on deck for the Hawks. Pitch on the way. Just misses for a ball, 1-2 count, high outside corner. Pitch on the way by Montelongo. Just misses outside for a ball, evened up the count at 2-2. As one more time, Xander Cáceres, the right fielder for South, is on deck. Montelongo's pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. And Montelongo records number 3 of the night. But Harlingen South showing signs of life with two runs coming in thanks to some hitting by Ozzy Herrera and Jean-Adam Bustamante. Harlingen South cuts the lead down 3-2. Top of the 4th coming your way. You're watching Real Sports Live.
There were no errors.
See you later, touchdown.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to...
Welcome back here to the top of the 4th with Gabriel Gonzalez as he watches out go by for a strike by Chase Roberts. Roberts coming in to replace Bustamante in the top of the 3rd. And in the bottom of the 3rd, things just turning quickly as Harlingen South tacks on 2 runs thanks to some clutch hitting by Ozzy Herrera and Jean-Adam Bustamante, and then a sacrifice fly out by Chase Roberts to center. As Garcia is going to be hit by that one, and the runner is going to walk up. As I was saying, Harlingen South has cut the lead down to 1, As Ruben Garcia, the center fielder, comes in the bat. Beautiful night here as temperature is partly breezy here and light breeze coming in. The sun starting to go down, a beautiful sunset. But as the sun goes down, things are just heating up. Now Ruben Garcia, the center fielder, steps in as he calls time for a bit. Gets into the bunt formation with the runner at first. Roberts' pitch on the way. It's going to be a bunt. Roberts is going to track it down. He's going to get the first out of the inning. And the runners will move as the sacrifice bunt, but Roberts gets the first out.
The batter number 17, the shortstop, Thomas
Garcia, who tried to place that one, but Roberts just quickly tracks it down as Thomas Lissy, the top of the lineup and the shortstop for the Cardinals, steps back in. In his third at bat here in the top of the 4th. Roberts awaits his sign. Pitch on the way. High and outside for a ball. 1-0 count on Lissy. Roberts awaits his sign here. Pitch on the way. And a shot. Gonna drop. Carrion's gonna stop it. Runner coming. Garcia rounding third. He's gonna hold in his tracks. And Lissy with a double. Now runners at second and third. Ball just drops short of Carrion, but Carrion, who stops it and prevents any damage from going, just launches it back into the diamond and holds Gabriel Gonzalez at bay. He was thinking of rounding third, heading for home, but he just holds back when the ball comes back in. As Jacob Marroquin, the second baseman, comes up to bat here. Take a look at that replay. That shot drops. Roberts' pitch. Swing and a miss for a strike. 0-1 count on Marroquin. Roberts awaits his sign. Pitch on the way. Just outside for a ball. Very close to the head area of Marroquin, but he avoids it, thank goodness. As a 1-1 count on Marroquin. Roberts awaits his sign. Pitch on the way by Roberts. It's going to be tipped and got a piece of it, but the count's going to go 1-2. As we try to get you a few more scores around the valley, we do have a busy night of baseball and softball around the 956. Florida's having a word here with the umpire. Took a piece of that foul ball, but Marroquin, he's okay. Back to play here. Roberts awaits his 9-1-2 count on Marroquin. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike. And Chase Roberts is on the board with one strikeout. His first of the night.
The batter number 16, the catcher.
Chase Roberts' family watching to the left of us, cheering their boy on. As that's 2 away here in the top of the fourth. As Jeremy Cavazos, the catcher, steps in. Angel Ortiz, the first baseman, on deck for the Cards. Pitch on the way by Roberts. Just high and out inside for a ball. 1-0 count. Awaits his sign. Pitch on the way. Just misses the zone. Blue did not like that one. Roberts awaits his sign. Runners at second and third for the Cardinals with 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Pitch on the way. Goes outside for a 3-0 count on Cavazos. Lissy at second base for the Cardinals while Gonzalez is at third base. 3-0 count here. As Roberts trying to close out the inning. Pitch on the way by Roberts. Just misses and goes a bit high. Now the base is loaded. And Flores is going to call time and have a quick word with Roberts.
The batter number 19, the first baseman.
Now the base is loaded for the Cardinals for Angel Ortiz to come back in. And the last 2 times Angel Ortiz was on base, runners came in for the Cardinals. Now Angel Ortiz, the first baseman, steps up. Roberts' pitch on the way. Just misses for a ball high and outside. 1-0 count. Roberts trying to work around it. Roberts trying to get his team out of another jam. His last time coming in, he gets him out with a double play. Can he repeat that process again? Roberts' pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike. Just gets into the corner. The outside corner. 1-1. Evens up the count. Now Harlingen South here. Roberts trying to get this team with bases loaded as Jeremy Cavazos is on the first base here as the bases are loaded. Swing and miss for a strike. 1-2 count on Ortiz. Now Ortiz down to his final strike of the inning. Roberts looking for strikeout number 2 on the night. Montelongo sits with 3 strikeouts on the night. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Swing. Catches him looking inside corner. Strike 3 called. And that's going to take us to the bottom of the 4th. And Chase Roberts takes him out of the jam with 2 back-to-back strikeouts. Harlingen still holding on to a 3-2 lead over the Hawks. Bottom of the 4th coming your way. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Top half of the 4th inning, they pick up no run.
Or how about cupcakes? Add a piece of cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is a piece of cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
Welcome back here to the bottom of the 4th from Arlington High School South, excuse me.
The batter number 42.
Where Xander Gossett is the right fielder is going to lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th. Harlingen High holding on to a 3-2 lead over the Hawks. Montelongo waits a sign to get us started here in the bottom of the 4th. Outside and low for a ball, 1-0 count. No count on Cáceres. Montelongo trying to work on his 4th strikeout of the night. Roberts sitting aside with 2. Pitch on the way. And Cáceres is going to take a quick breather and step out of the box. As we go around the valley, try to get you some more scores going on. We have some baseball action going on in Brownsville and some softball in San Benito. Ball's going to be foul tip for a strike here. 1-1 evens up the count. Montelongo's pitch on the way. Low and outside for a ball. 2-1 count. Westlake High taking down San Benito in the bottom of the 4th with 6 runs to 0. That one going on Real Sports Live as well. And just misses the zone here for a 3-1 count on Cáceres. So we have softball Brownsville veterans taking on Mercedes. Montelongo here waits his sign from Cavazos. Mercedes taking down veterans with a 9-0 lead in the bottom of the 6th. That one also on Real Sports Live as Montelongo's pitch is on the way in the dirt for a ball, and Cazares is going to take a trip to first base.
The batter number 16.
Now Fernando Monterrey, the first baseman, comes up.
Monterrey.
As we have Brownsville Rivera taking on San Benito. Rivera holding on to a 6-3 lead over San Benito in the top of the fourth. That one on Real Sports Live as well. Plenty of action going around in the valley here for baseball and softball. Escasa is a lone runner for the Hawks at first base with no outs. Monterrey, who steps off the box for a bit. Montelongo's pitch on the way. Just misses the zone a little bit too high. 1-0 count. Montelongo here trying to prevent another run from getting on base. Monterrey with the 1-0 count against him. Montelongo keeping eye on Cazares at first base. Pitch on the way. Just slowing outside for a ball. 2-0 count on Monterrey. Matt Flores, the catcher, steps up here on deck. And now Cavazos and company are going to have a word with Montelongo on the mound here. We're going to step away for a few moments. You're watching Real Sports Live. Welcome back here as we're back to play as Cavazos and company giving Montelongo some words of motivation. Now Coach Rangel going to step onto the mound. As we're going to have a meeting on the mound here. We're going to step away for a few moments here watching Real Sports Live.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business.
Welcome back here to the bottom of the fourth from Harlingen South, where after Coach Rangel having a few words with Montelongo, trying to get him motivated and keep him going through the inning. As Monterrey sits with the 2-0 count while Matt Flores, the catcher for South, is on deck. Cazares, the lone runner for the Hawks at first base. In the zone for a strike, 2-1 count. Montelongo's pitch on the way. In the zone for a count. Ties the count at 2-2. Both sides stating their opinion on that pitch. 2-2 count here on Monterrey with no outs in the bottom of the fourth. Montelongo gets a sign and the pitch is on the way. Called strike 3. And Montelongo gets strikeout number 4 on the night. And records the first out of the inning. Now Matt Flores, the catcher, coming in here to bat for South with 1 out. Cazares is only runner at first base. 32-6A, a very close-knit district. Montelongo's pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. 0-1 count on Flores. As we take a look at one more time at the pitch count here for both sides. Montelongo sitting with 57 pitches, while Robert sits with 37 less. Montelongo keeping on Cazares at first base. Pitch on the way. And Flores with a shot to right. And Gonzalez is going to be there to record out number 2. That's out number 2. Taking a good replay with the 0-1 count against him. Flores with the fly out to right. As the DH, Kenji Reeser coming up to bat. As Kenji Reeser steps in. As Reeser's going to take a hit by a pitch, and he will take a trip to first base as Caceres moves on to second. With runners at first, Caceres the tying run at second base. If some magic is going to happen, it's bound to happen now.
The batter number 9, the left fielder, Ozzy Herrera.
So the left fielder, Ozzy Herrera, coming in the bat, his last at bat with a single to left. And he gets brought in by an RBI double by by John Adam Bustamante, in the top of the 3rd. As Cavazos throws back to first in efforts to pick out Reeser. Reeser gets safely back to first with a 1-0 count here on Herrera. Herrera watching the 1-0 count. As Herrera and Montelongo are going to step off the mound and off the box. Reeser at first for the Hawks. Caceres at second. Caceres the tying run. Pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike. Count tied up at 1-1. Here in the bottom of the 4th, things are getting good. Things are electric. A great crowd on hand here to witness some Monday Night Baseball. In there for a strike, 1-2 count, and Herrera down to his final strike. You're ahead, 1-2 count. Montelongo awaits his sign. Pitch on the way. And it'll be popped up and fouled back towards us. That one going to take a dip in the canal. As a 1-2 count remains here on the Herrera. Bustamante at the top of the lineup on deck. The last time he was on his at-bat, an RBI double to right. One, 2 count on the Herrera here as Montelongo awaits his sign. Herrera trying to keep the inning alive. Pitch on the way. Just missed the zone for a ball, 2-2 the count. That what my dad likes to call Los Tres Vatos. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Dad, if you're watching back home, a big O to you. Montelongo gets his sign. Pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike. He's going to catch it. Herrera looking. That's going to take us to the top of the 5th. Harlingen South leaving 2 runners stranded on first and second. The top of the 5th is coming your way. Harlingen to a 3-2 lead over South. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the concession stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the concession stand.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Welcome back to the top of the fifth from Harlingen High School South, with the Cardinals holding on to a 3-2 lead. If you're just tuning in, one question: where have you been? Things got interesting as early in the game. Harlingen coming out to swinging out of the gates and holding on to a 3-0 lead, and in the bottom of the third, Harlingen South turns the tables and tacks on 2 runs, and a shot goes down the middle. It's going to be stopped by Bustamante and gets the first out, puts himself on the highlight reel. Bustamante putting that glove to good use. Take a look at that replay on the right-hand side. As he got Ethan Cepeda out. Now Hunter Rodriguez coming in the bat. We take a look at that replay as that shot just goes right to Bustamante, picks it off the dirt, and throws to Monterrey to pick him out at first. First pitch in the zone for a strike by Roberts. Roberts awaits his sign. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. 0-2 count on Rodriguez. Ricky Montelongo, who is on the mound, is on deck currently for the Cardinals. What a game we have on for you tonight on Real Sports Live. We thank you for tuning in on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Roku TV. Give us a shout out. Give us a... That's going to be a swing. They're going to catch him swinging as I'm talking. Roberts makes it strikeout number 3 on the night. As I was saying, give us a shout where you're watching from. We'll try to get you on the broadcast. Ruben Rodriguez on the call, joining me alongside Eddie Eduardo on the camera. Always a pleasure to work with him. So 2 away here in the top of the 5th. As Ricky Montelongo, who steps in. Montelongo with a 65 pitch count, with 4 strikeouts on the night, while Roberts sits with 3rd with 24 pitches on the night. Pitch on the way. Beat tipped, fouled back with a 1-0-1 count against Montelongo. Rob. Pitch stopped here. It's going to find the gap. Garcia's going to stop it. Turns it. And Monterrey scoops it off the dirt. But Montelongo just beats the throw. But we can't take nothing away from Ethan Garcia flashing the leather on that one. Unfortunately, Montelongo just a bit faster in the throw. But kudos to Monterrey for scooping it off the dirt like a true pro.
The batter, number 8, the right fielder.
Take a look at that replay as that ball gets hit down the middle. Garcia trying to track it down. Has to cover a lot of ground. Throws it in the dirt. And Monterrey with a nice scoop off the dirt. But Montelongo beats the throw. And now we have a runner on first here for the Cardinals. Now Gabriel Gonzalez. As we have a pinch runner coming in here for the Cardinals. We wait to get word who is that going to be. Quinton Alvarez is pinch running for Montelongo as a swing and a miss for Gonzalez. No one count against him with 2 outs. Oh, 1 count against Gonzalez. Pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike. 0-2 count. Now Gonzalez down to his final strike of the inning. Ruben Garcia, the center fielder, on deck for the Cardinals. Quinton Alvarez, the lone runner for the Cardinals at first. Pinch running for Montelongo. 0-2 count. Roberts gets his sign. Pitch on the way. Just a bit high. 1-2 count. Roberts, who came in here to replace Jonathan Bustamante. Roberts sitting with 3 strikeouts and 29 pitches, while Montelongo with 4 strikeouts and 65 pitches. Roberts keeping an eye on Alvarez at first. Roberts' pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. Roberts just ties up with Montelongo with 4 strikeouts on the night. A pitcher's duel coming your way. The bottom of the 5th is also coming your way. Can Harlingen South tack on another run and tie it up? You're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 5th. Harlingen High holding on to a 3-2 lead over the Harlingen South Hawks. Ruben Rodriguez on the call on Real Sports Live. As we have a pitching change here for the Cardinals. So Montelongo's night's going to be done. 65 pitches on the night, 4 strikeouts. Heck of an outing for Ricky Montelongo.
The batter, number 15, the second baseman, John.
As we wait to get word who's on the mound now for the Cardinals. Pitch on the way. Just inside for a ball. 1-0 count. Jonathan Bustamante's last at bat. RBI double to right field. Pitch on the way. The shot. Oh! And the reflex by
The batter, number 1,
as that's the first out.
We have a pitching change for the Cardinals. Now pitching number 17, Thomas Lissy.
Thomas Lissy is now pitching here for the Cardinals. Lissy just showing off his reflexes and snatching that hit from from Bustamante. Take a look at that replay. Thomas Lissy was at shortstop. Now on the mound for the Cardinals. So we wait to see who's now on the mound on shortstop here for the Cardinals. Carrion with the shot. Gets past Ortiz. Runner coming in here, and Carrion is going to be the first runner here.
The batter number 3, the pitcher, Chase Roberts.
Take a look at our replay as I'm talking. Carrion with an opposite shot. Gets on base as that grounder just passes Ortiz. Now Chase Roberts. 30 pitches on the night for him. 4 strikeouts. So Roberts here steps into the box. Started bat of the night. And he's going to pop it up to center. Garcia's going to track it down. And that is out number 1 of the night. Of the inning, excuse me. Now Ethan Garcia here. The shortstop coming in the bat. That's going to be out number 2 here. That first pitch is going to go ball. As he was trying to pick off Carrion at first. Lissy's pitch on the way. Swinging a miss for a strike. 0-1 count now on Garcia. Pitch on the way by Lissy. And Garcia's going to take a moonshot, but it's going to go foul down the right field line. 0-2 count now on Garcia. And now Garcia here in danger in his final strike. Carrion, the lone runner for South at first base. Got on with a single, a grounding single, got past Ortiz to lead it off to close, to go the second hitter on the night. Lissy's pitch on the way. Just misses the zone for a ball. 1-2 count on Garcia. Xander Casas is the right fielder on deck. Lissy throws back to first to pick off Carrion. Carrion gets back to the bag. Pitch on the way. Carrion's going. Gavas's throw. On the money, but falls short, and Carrion would advance to second base. Successful stolen base for Jacob Carrion. Yes, the Carrion family watching next to us, cheering on the little one. Now a 2-2 count here on Garcia. Take a look at that replay on the right side of your screen. Carrion goes as soon as the pitch. Gavas's throw on the money. Garcia is going to step out of the box for a breather. 2 strikes, 2 balls, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. As Lissy awaits his sign and gets it. Looking for strikeout number 1 for him. In the dirt, Carrion's going to advance to third. And now the runners move up here as Carrion gets to third. Carrion, the tying run. Now a full count on Garcia. Carrion at third base, the tying run. 3-2 count on Garcia. The payoff pitch almost here. Lissi awaiting his sign. Carrion the tying run at third. Pitch on the way. And a shot by Garcia down the right field line. Going. And it goes foul. But boy, did he have something on that one, as that one could have been a bare hit. Just seeped foul at the last moment. Gabriel Gonzalez for the Cardinals was showing his speed where he easily tracked it down. So Garcia stays alive with the 3-2 count. Carrion, the third baseman. The runner on third base, the lone runner for the Hawks. The tying run for the Hawks. Lissi's payoff pitch on the way. Just misses, and Garcia stays alive, and he's going to take a trip to first. Now we have runners at the corners for the Hawks, as Xander Cáceres, the right fielder, comes in. So Xander Cáceres, the right fielder, comes in. The go-ahead run is at first base in the form of Ethan Garcia, while the tying run is at third base in the form of Jacob Carrion. Interesting situation we have going on here. Lissi with 11 pitches here, trying to get the Cardinals out of the jam. As his payoff pitch went just a bit high for a ball, walking Garcia to first base. Lissi awaits his sign from Cavazos. Lissi gets it. Pitch on the way. Just missed the zone for a strike. 1-0 count. Fernando Monterrey, the first baseman, on deck here for the Hawks. Lissi's pitch on the way. He gets his sign. Gossett with a shot. It's going to get past. So a ground out here to second, as Jacob Marroquin gets him out of the jam and prevents the run from coming in. Harlingen South leaving two runners at the corners, as we're going to step away with the top of the sixth. Harlingen holding on to a 3-2 lead. You're watching Real Sports Live.
.org.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Holding on to the 3-2 lead over the Hawks. It is the Bird Bowl. Runners were left on the corners for the Hawks, as Ruben Garcia, the center fielder, steps in here for the Cardinals to open things off. Some defensive changes for the Cardinals I forgot to mention. Jacob Marroquin is now at shortstop, while Quentin Alvarez is now on second base, and Thomas Lissi did come in to replace Ricky Montelongo, who finished off with 65 pitches and 4 strikeouts on the night. Impressive outing for the young man. As that first pitch goes for a strike. 1-1 count here on Garcia. Roberts' pitch on the way, 1-1 count. Gets a shot. Monterrey gonna step, bobbles. Monterrey bobbles. Bustamante bobbles and overthrows. As Garcia's shot goes to Bustamante. Bustamante bobbles and overthrows the head of Monterrey. Another error for the Hawks. Errors have been proving costly for Harlingen South as a runner comes on first for the Cardinals in the form of Ruben Garcia. We get a look at the stat counts here. Harlingen with 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error, while the Cardinals sitting on with 2 runs, 3 hits, and 4 errors. As Thomas Lissy steps here, swinging a miss for a strike, and the runner's going to go. As Garcia moves to second, but Lissy takes a strike as he goes down swinging 0-1. Roberts with 4 strikeouts under his name, sitting on with 34 pitches on the night. Coming in the top of the third here to replace John Adam Bustamante. Bustamante, who is now at second base for the Hawks. Pitch on the way. Curve just misses the zone. 2-1 count. 1-1 count, excuse me. Might need new glasses now. Pitch on the way. And Roberts and Lissy are both going to step off. Catch a breather here with no outs in the top of the 6th. Harlingen holding on to a 3-2 lead and with an incredible game for both teams. However, Harlingen South with 4 errors under their name has been proving costly. Pitch on the way. Flores is going to throw to second. And he is going to be safe at second. Flores' throw on the money, but he just beats the throw. Garcia might not be able to hold on. Now runner at second here with 2 balls, 1 strikes against Lissy. Roberts trying to get Harlingen South out of the jam. He did it twice. They do say 3rd time's a charm. Can that happen again? Lissy with the 2-1 count against him. Roberts trying to get Harlingen South out of the jam with no outs in the top of the 6th with a runner in scoring position at second base. Ruben Garcia, the center fielder. As we're going to have a quick meeting as Coach Grassi is going to have a few words with the blue. Probably on the last call. We're going to step away for a few moments here watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring it.
Welcome back here as a little meeting between the umpires regarding the call. He was safe, and he's going to stay safe at second. Ruben Garcia got the steal. So the Harlingen High fans making a lot of noise here. Let's see with the shot, and they're not going to track it. It's going to drop for a hit. Garcia rounding third. And Lissy with an RBI, with a double, excuse me. Now runners at second and third for the Cardinals. Take a look at that replay. Thomas Lissy just takes a shot, and then tries to stop it, but just falls short of him. Now 2 runners in scoring position. Cardinals. Well, runners at second and third here. Lissy at second and Garcia at third. As Jacob Marroquin, the shortstop, steps in for the Cardinals. Pitch on the way by Roberts. Just high for a ball, 1-0 count. Harlingen South losing control of the game, trying to bounce back. Roberts, who got him out of 2 jams early in the game, is able to do it for a 3rd time on the night. With no outs and 2 runners at second and third for the Cardinals. Pitch on the way. That pitch finds a strike here, 1-1 count. As Roberts awaits his sign by Flores. He gets it. His pitch on the way. Just missed the zone. 2-1 count. As things are starting to get interesting here in the top of the 6th. Harlingen holding on to a 3-2 lead, but with runners in scoring position at second and third in the form of Thomas Lissy at second and Ruben Garcia at third. Roberts' pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike, count evened up at 2-2. And Marroquin, the shortstop, down to his potential final strike in his at-bat. Roberts awaits his sign. Pitch on the way. Called strike 3. First out of the inning. 5th strikeout of the night for Chase Roberts, who's putting on a pitching performance. With 5 strikeouts on the night, he gets the strikeout. Get a look at that replay for you. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. 1 out away here. Now Jeremy Cavazos, the catcher, coming in here for the Cardinals, trying to bring the runners in. Pitch on the way. Finds the zone for a strike. 0-1 count on Cavazos. And oh boy, do we have a great one for you tonight at the moment. My prediction was right in the pregame show. We're going to have a shootout and a war. And boy, do we have one. Harlingen holding on to a 3-2 lead over the Hawks. But Harlingen South determined to make the comeback. As that's going to miss the zone. Looked like a strike to us from where we're sitting. But as I said earlier, the umpire does have the final call in baseball. He is the law. The judge, jury, and the closer. Now a 1-1 count here. Roberts awaits his sign from Flores. And Flores is going to, and Cavazos, excuse me, is going to step out of the box. My God, do we have a good one for you here. Pitch is going to go for a strike. 1-2 count. Now Roberts on the verge of making it 6 strikeouts for him on the night. Sitting with 45 pitches, plenty of ball game left. Like I said earlier, if the game of baseball has taught us anything, it's not over till the final out. Roberts awaits his sign. Pitch on the way. As he just got a piece of it, gets saved by the foul call. 1-2 count here on Cavazos. Roberts awaits the sign from Flores. Runners at second and third for the Cardinals. Lissy at second, Garcia at third. Pitch on the way. Shot up middle, find the gap. It's going to drop. Garcia coming home. Lissy behind him, rounding second. The throw to second. And a 1-2 count. Jeremy Cavazos with an RBI double. Extends the lead 5-2 for the Cardinals. That shot just drops. And now Coach Martinez for the Hawks will have a break here. He's going to take a word with Roberts as that one gets past. 2 runners coming in. A 2 RBI double here for Jeremy Cavazos. We're going to step away for a few moments. Ruben Rodriguez, Rural Sports Live, top of the 6 on your way still.
When stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Diego Adambe here. Coming in the run here for Cavazos. Now Angel Ortiz, the first baseman, looking to tack on some more runs. Roberts trying to get South out of the jam with one out here in the top of the 6th. Pitch on the way. Pitch finds his zone for a strike on Ortiz. Now, a little bit of prediction here. If I'm Harlingen South, I have 2 innings of ball game left. I need to try to play this game smart. If I'm the Cardinals, I got to keep on attacking the runs and apply the pressure offensively and defensively against the Hawks. Roberts' pitch on the way just goes high. Runner's going to go to third. And Diego Adame takes a trip to third base off the missed catch here by Flores. Roberts' pitch on the way. Swinging and miss for a strike. 1-2 count on Ortiz. Roberts looking to make it 6 strikeouts on the night. Pitch on the way, just high for a ball. 2-2 evens up the count. Roberts pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. Roberts catches Ortiz swinging, and that's going to be Roberts' 6th of the night. Now Ethan Cepeda, the third baseman, the final out of the inning potential. The third baseman, Ethan Cepeda, stepping up. Roberts trying to get Harlingen South out of his third jam. Did it twice earlier in the game. Can he do it again? Pitch on the way. Just high for a ball. 1-0 count. Pitch on the way by Roberts. Be foul tipped. 1-1 the count. Roberts here with 54 pitches on the night and 6 strikeouts. As I said earlier, trying to get him out of the third and final jam he's been in. Third jam he's been in. The first one in the top of the fourth. And then the second one in the top of the 4th. As Hunter Rodriguez, the left fielder, on deck here for the Cardinals. 1-1 the count with 2 outs against Cepeda with a runner at third. Pitch on the way. Just missed the zone for a 2-1 count. Roberts awaits his sign. Pitch on the way. In the dirt, runner going to come in. Flores going to track it. And another run is going to come in as Diego Adame. The ball gets past Matt Flores. Diego Adame takes advantage and tacks on another run. Now 3 runs in this inning, and things are just getting bad to worse for the Hawks. That's a 3-1 count on Roberts. Roberts trying to get out of the inning. 2 outs here when the runner's base is empty here, Pitch on the way, and a pop-up to left, right center. And that's going to be Cáceres who tracks it for the third and final out after a long top of the 6th. The Cardinals tack on 3 more runs. Can Harlingen South bounce back in the bottom of the 6th? You're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibadas, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records.
Welcome back here to the bottom of the sixth. We're in the top of the sixth. Harlingen High tacking on 3 more runs. With some hitting by Thomas Lissy and Derek Micavazos, Pitch on the way. That one missed the zone for a ball. 1-0 count, just slow and outside. Fernando Monterrey, the first baseman, stepping in and leading off in the bottom of the sixth. While Matt Flores, who's behind the plate, will be batting second, and in the hole, Kenji Reeser. Just tied for a ball. 2-0 count, just a little high and inside. Thank you for tuning in here in the bottom of the sixth. Harlingen South holding on to a 6-2 lead over the Cardinals. Ruben Rodriguez with Real Sports Slide. I said that backwards. The Cardinals holding on to a 6-2 lead, over the Hawks. Outside for a ball, 3-0 count. Thank you for tuning in live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Roku TV as Lissy awaits his sign. And Monterrey is going to take a trip to first base as he gets walked off 4 balls by Lissy.
The batter number 4, the catcher, Matt Flores.
So Matt Flores here, the catcher, coming in. With the runner on first is an opportunity they need. Lissy's pitch on the way. In the zone for a ball. For a strike, finds the outside corner. 0-1 count here on Flores. Kenji Reeser in the hole on deck for the Hawks. Lissy's pitch on the way. Just slow for a strike. 0-2 count. Finds the low inside corner. Gonna get tipped off and fouled. 0-2 count remains here for Flores. Mike Grimaldo, shout out to Mike Grimaldo cheering on the Hawks. While Diana Cavazos Lucio cheering on the Cardinals, cheering on Jacob Marroquin. A happy hello to you watching here at Real Sports Live. As Lucio waits to sign his pitch. Coming on the way. Flores with a shot. Alvarez fields it for 1. And gets the first out here in the top of the 6th. The bottom of the 6th, here. As Flores is going to move this first. As Kenji Reeser is coming in here to bat.
Kenji Reeser.
Kenji Reeser trying to get something going here for the Hawks. One lone runner here for the Hawks on first base.
Running at first base
As David Cortez.
7, David Cortez.
David Cortez is now the pinch running here, running for Flores, the lone runner for the Hawks. As Harlingen trying to get something going here. Lissy's pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike, 0-1 count. Lissy gets his sign, keeping an eye on Cortez at first. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. 0-2 count on Reeser. Ozzy dead out of the right fielder on deck. Left fielder, excuse me, on deck. My voice just cracked. I'm sorry about that. The left fielder, Ozzy dead on deck for the Cardinals. Pitch on Hawks, excuse me, pitch on the way. That ball is going to go for a ball. 1-2 count. There's a 1-2 count here on Reeser. Lissy keeping an eye on Cortez at first, awaits his sign and gets it. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. That's going to be Lissy's third of the night. Lissy's second of the night, excuse me. As that puts 2 away here in the bottom of 6 for the Hawks. Now Ozzy Herrera here coming in, the fourth batter of the inning here for the Hawks. The left fielder. Low ball here for a ball, 1-0 count. Ozzy's younger brother right in front of us cheering him on. Lissy awaits the sign. He's going to throw back to first to pick off Cortez. And Cortez makes it to the bag safely. Lissy's sign. Pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike. 1-1 count on Herrera. John Adam Bustamante, the top of the lineup on deck for the Hawks. Lissy gets his sign. Pitch on the way. Just misses the zone here. 2-1 count. 2-1 count here on Herrera.
Hey, let's go, Ozzy. Get you one.
Ozzy trying to do something here. Ozzy Herrera. His older brother Carlos watching from home. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. 2-2 count. With 2 outs here with 1 runner on first for the Hawks. Herrera down to his final strike.
Let's go, kid.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike 3. Third strikeout of the night for Thomas Lissy. And that's going to take us to the top of the 7th with the Cardinals holding on to a 6-2 lead. Top of the 7th coming your way. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen.
Welcome back here to the top of the 7th. Harlingen High holding on to a 6-2 lead over the South. Bird Bowl here on Real Sports Live for baseball. Chase Roberts back on the mound with 57 pitches and 6 strikeouts. Pitch goes high for a ball against Hunter Rodriguez, the left fielder. As we get you some more scores around Real Sports Live, Westico holding on to a 7-0 lead at the top of the 7th against San Benito for some softball action. That one on Real Sports Live. That first pitch goes for a ball. That second pitch, 2-0 count here against Rodriguez. Try to get you some more scores going on around the valley. In there for a strike, 2-1 count. In there for a strike, ties up the count at 2-2. Roberts with 61 pitches and 6 strikeouts, while Lissy sits with 3 strikeouts and 30 pitches on the day for him. Just missed the zone for a full count, just high and outside. Now Roberts' potential payoff pitch on the way. Can he get the first out, or will the runner walk? Roberts awaits his sign by Flores. Payoff pitch on the way. In there for a strike. Catches Rodriguez swinging, and that's going to be the 7th strikeout of the night for Roberts, with 63 pitches under him. One away here in the top of the 7th.
The second baseman,
As Quentin Alvarez here steps up to bat, taking his first at bat of the day. Pitch on the way. Just high and goes in for a ball. 1-0 count. Pitch on the way, swinging a miss for a strike. Count tied up at 1-1. Roberts looking to make 8 strikeouts on the day. Roberts, who came in at the top of the 3rd to replace John Adam Bustamante, while Lissy came in the bottom of the 5th, to replace Ricky Montelongo. Montelongo finished tonight with 65 pitches and 4 strikeouts, while Lissy sits right now with 30 pitches and 3 strikeouts. 2-1 count. Roberts pitch on the way, just high. 3-1 count here against Alvarez. Roberts' pitch on the way, just high for a ball. Now a runner will come in as Alvarez will take a trip down to first base.
Number 8, the right fielder, Gabriel Gonzalez.
As we do have a final score coming in from Mercedes. Mercedes holding on to a 9-0 lead against Veterans Memorial. That one was on Real Sports Live. As we have a meeting at the mound here, we're going to step away for a few moments. Cardinals holding on to a 6-2 lead over the Hawks. Top of the 7th, you're watching Real Sports Live.
Appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
Welcome back here as Roberts will stay on the mound. 68 pitches, under his name. Roberts awaits his sign. Alvarez is the only runner on the Cardinals for first base. Pitch on the way. Pitch high and outside for a ball. 1-0 count. Pitch falls in for a strike, 1-1 count. Ruben Garcia, the center fielder, on deck here for the Cardinals. As Roberts trying to get him out of the jam. Pitch falls outside here, 2-1 count. Harlingen South here trying to make it going here. If the score holds up as it is, Harlingen South will fall to 11-4, while the Cardinals will improve to 8-6 on the season. As this won't be the first or last time these teams meet each other. Pitch on the way. Just missed the zone for a ball, 3-1 count. Roberts awaits his sign, keeping 9 on Alvarez at first base. Pitch on the way. In the zone for a strike, 3-2 count. A full count now here against Gabriel Gonzalez. Pitch on the way. Payoff pitch is going to be a strike. Out number 2 of the inning here. Now Ruben Garcia, the center fielder, coming in.
Number 7, the center fielder, Ruben Garcia.
Roberts makes it 8 strikeouts on the day. Impressive performance by the junior. Roberts pitch on the way. The first pitch goes ball here against Ruben Garcia. 1-0 count against Garcia. Thomas Lissy, the top of the lineup, on deck. Lissy with 30 pitches and 3 strikeouts. Roberts throws back to first to pick off Alvarez, but Alvarez makes it back to the bag safely. Roberts awaits his sign. Pitch on the way. It's hit back and foul. 1-1 count evened up. Pitch on the way. In the dirt for a ball, 2-1 count on Garcia. Lissy on deck here for the Cardinals. Roberts trying to make it 9 strikeouts on the day. Said earlier, coming in the replacement today in the top of the 3rd. Swing and a miss for a strike, 2-2 count here for Garcia with 2 outs. Alvarez, the lone runner for the Cardinals, on base. At first. Pitch on the way. High for a ball. Full count now on Garcia. Thomas Lissy, the pitcher, on deck here for the Cardinals. Roberts trying to get him out of another jam one last time. Roberts gets his sign. Payoff pitch on the way. Top Teep's going to stop it at third. Makes the throw to first. And Monterrey is going to secure the final out. And after 7.5, the last chance for the Hawks. Can Harlingen South bounce back and reclaim the lead here? Cardinals holding on to a 6-2 lead. Bottom of the 7th coming your way. You're watching Real Sports Live.
For the Cardinals in the top half of the 7th.
Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed.
Welcome back here to the bottom of the 7th, where Harlingen South on their last at bats here, trying to keep the game going and try to keep the game alive here. Harlingen holding on to a 6-2 lead. Let's give you a quick recap of the day. In the top of the first, Harlingen came out swinging and attacked on 2 runs. In the top of the third, Harlingen South adds another run. And in the bottom third, the bats come alive with some clutch hitting by John Adam Bustamante and Ozzy Herrera to bring in 2 runs, making it 3-2. And a back and forth game until for the next 3 innings until the top of the 5th. Things just went downhill, and Harlingen coming in with 3 more runs, tacking on the 6-2 score you see on your screen. As John Adam Bustamante leads off here and watches that one go in for a ball, 1-0 count. Pitch goes another ball low into the dirt, 2-0 count. Pitch on the way. Bustamante the shot. Litzy stops it. And 1 out of way here. As Bustamante's shot goes back to Litzy. Litzy showing the high reflexes and stops and throws out Bustamante at first. Now Jacob Garion stepping in here with 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Garion, who had nice catches here in the outfield. Nice pop-ups here. Track him down, covered a lot of speed, showing why he's fast. But he's one of the fastest members on the team, as we've been told. First pitch goes out for a ball, 1-0 count. Chase Roberts on deck here for the Hawks. Garion trying to get something going here. His last at bat with a single. Pitch on the way. At the shot. Alvarada's going to field it. As it gets past Ortiz. And Garion's going to take a trip to second. As Garion makes a trip to second with an infield double off an error. Let's take a look at the stat line one more time. Harlingen with 6 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors, while the Hawks sitting out with 2 runs, 3 hits, and 4 errors, a 2-3-4. Another error just there for the Cardinals as Garion takes a trip to second base as Chase Roberts steps up. Thomas Lissi has been holding down the Hawks at bay. He came in the top in the bottom of the 4th. He comes in the top of the 5th. put some damage here. Swing and a miss for a strike, 0-1 count. A great game here. Lissi awaits his sign, waits the sign from Jeremy Cavazos. Carrion at second, pitch on the way. In the dirt, gets past Cavazos. Carrion making an advance to third, and he's going to move up to third. Go back to that replay. How Carrion got on base. We didn't get to get a hold of that for you. Correction, that was the last replay. 1-1 count here on Roberts. Escarion took a trip to third. Pitch on the way. Missed the zone for a strike, 2-1 count. Ethan Garcia, the shortstop, on deck here for the Hawks. Pitch on the way. Low for a ball, 3-1 count. Lissi awaits his sign from Cavazos. Carrion, the lone runner at third. Pitch on the way. Just finds the zone. Now a full count here against Roberts. Just sneaks its way in at the last second. Now a full count against Chase Roberts. Lissi awaits his sign. Payoff pitch on the way. Called strike three. Catches Roberts looking in the outside corner. That's 4 on the day for Thomas Lissi. And now Garcia down to his final batter. Hawks down to their final batter in the form of Ethan Garcia, the shortstop. Lissi awaits the sign. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike. 0-1 count. Pitch on the way. Garcia with the shot. Gets past Ortiz. An RBI single for Garcia. One runner's going to come in. Lead cut down to 3. Escarion takes it, makes it home. Now Xander Cáceres, the right fielder, steps into the bat. Harlingen South showing some sign of lives here in the bottom of the 7th. Garcia with an RBI single, bringing in Cáceres. Lissi trying to close this game and put this game away. Pitch on the way. Missed the zone for a ball. 1-0 count. Just a bit outside here. On the top outside corner. Lissi gets his sign. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. Monterrey on deck here, the first baseman for the Hawks. 1-1 count on Lissi. He's going to step back and take a look at Garcia. Garcia just brought in Carrion with an RBI single. Lissi awaits his sign. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike, 1-2 count. And Cáceres and the Hawks are down to their final strike. Can Cáceres stay alive, or will Lissi put the game away? Lissi gets his sign. Pitch on the way. Runner going. Ball game! Lissi with 5 strikeouts closes out the game. Harlingen South falls 6-2 against the Harlingen Cardinals. Game 1 of the Bird Bowl this season goes to the Cardinals. Our Real Sports Live player of that game is going to go to Thomas Lissi, who came in and saved the game with 5 strikeouts and 2 RBIs here. As we got the post-game show coming your way in a few moments, you're watching Real Sports Live.
Success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential. moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience.
Welcome to the Real Sports Live post-game show. Ruben Rodriguez, I had the call for the game today. Your final score, the Harlingen Cardinals defeating the Harlingen Southhawks 6-2 in the first game here. The first meeting, and not the last meeting, as the next one is scheduled for April. We'll get a date for that one there. Little quick game recap here of tonight's game. Harlingen Cardinals came out of the gate swinging at the top of the first with 2 runs thanks to some hitting by Angel Ortiz and Jeremy Cavazos. Top of the third, another inning, another long routing here for the Cardinals as the Cardinals here try to advance and get another run in the form of Thomas Lissy, who hits an RBI stubble here and brings in 3-2. Coming in here at this point, John Adam Bustamante gets taken out of the game. Chase Roberts comes in the pitch and he pitches for the rest of the night, finishing with 9 strikeouts on the night. Getting out of the Hawks out of 4 jams in 4 separate innings. The bottom of the third comes your way. Harlingen South brings in 2 RBIs thanks to some clutch hitting by John Adam Bustamante and by Ozzy Deda. And that's all the action here. 4 more runs down, 3 more innings down the way. Harlingen comes back and rallies with 3 hits thanks to Jeremy Cavazos and Thomas Lissy hitting with some more doubles and adding more to their stat line. And that comes out to the final story here where Thomas Lissy finishes with 6 strikeouts on the night. Chase Roberts finishes with 9 on the night, and that's going to take it. Harlingen South improves to it. Harlingen High improves to an 8-6 record, while the Harlingen Southhawks will fall to 11-4. But that's gonna do it to us. For us here, our Real Sports Live player of the game will be Thomas Lissy. Look out for it on our social media. For Kevin Nato, Joe Bowling, my colleague Eddie Eduardo. For everyone watching our Real Sports Live, we're saying so long and signing out from Harlingen. Your final score: the Cardinals 6, the Hawks 2. We'll see you next time.